Today I'm trying to beat my DoorDash record. There are a lot of great moments in this video and a lot of not so great moments in this video, so make sure you stick around to the end to find out exactly how much I made, and with that, let's get straight into it. What's up, guys? Today we are going for my DoorDash record in a single day, which would be $172. So we're gonna try to make $172 or more today. If we're averaging $20 an hour, we're gonna have to work for about 9 hours today. So that's the goal. It's not very busy in my area right now, but there's an area about 25 minutes away that has $2 peak pay turned on right now. So I think I'm gonna head up that way, try to make as much money as possible today, and let's see how it goes. Started off with a quick fill up at Costco. Never fun to have to use the reach around method, but we did it anyway. And a little side note, I am an executive member around here, so kind of a big deal. But after we were done doing that, we headed over to Zaxby's where we had this great first order, $7.75 for less than 3 miles. We love taking that. Then kind of went on a dry stretch where we didn't have much of anything going on, and you never want to have nothing going on when peak pay is turned on. So we sat there for a little bit frustrated on that one, but eventually we did get our next order to Chick-fil-A. Another $7.75, this one for less than 4 miles, so still a pretty good rate. Once we dropped that off, we headed over to the Pizza Hut. Once again, almost making $2 per mile on this order. And I want you to pay attention to this moment right here, because the second that I turned off the camera, I was met with a shut door and realized the sign said, "Proceed to drive-through window for pickup." So I shamefully headed over there. Really a low point for me today. But once I recovered from that, I was on my way to Little Caesars for what was one of my best orders of the day. Over $8, less than 3 miles. We take that all day long. It was really a lot of food, and not gonna lie, I came pretty close to dropping at least one of these sauces multiple times. But the risk was worth the reward, because we ended up making even more than we anticipated, and that is always a morale boost for us. After we dropped that one off, we made our way to a local Mexican restaurant, and let me tell you, they had the Mexican music bumping in there. I don't know if I could have had a more enjoyable time waiting for my food. Pair that with the Christmas decorations that are still up 2 weeks after Christmas, and I would say that this place was the best. And even better than best is once again making more than I anticipated. Again, whenever we accept a trip, we already plan on making enough money to make it worth it. So whenever we earn even more than that, that's a huge bonus for us. All right, so I've been at this about 2 hours so far, and I've made $42.91. So we are keeping on that $20 pace right now. I am expecting it to slow down a little bit because it's 2:30, so we're coming out of that lunch rush. Might be a little slow while we're waiting on the dinner rush, but that's okay. Also, peak pay is over, so that's gonna hurt a little bit as well. But so far, $42.91 in 2 hours, that's pretty good, so we're gonna keep going. Had to decline this one. 9 miles is just too far for only $9, but it led us back to Chick-fil-A where we'd be making over $2 per mile, so that's really nice. And then I got an order from a place called Tasty and Delicious, and let me tell you what, the food looked tasty and delicious. And after getting an absolutely laughable order from Wing Basket, we were once again on our way back to Chick-fil-A. I feel like this is just a Chick-fil-A repeat track today, but nonetheless, after skirting around a FedEx truck, we are on our way to making another $7.50. And you probably won't believe it when I tell you this, but after dropping off that Chick-fil-A order, we got a Chick-fil-A order. So I was on my way right back to the promised land, where unfortunately I actually did have to wait this time. It was the first time I haven't walked into the Chick-fil-A with my food just sitting there ready to go. And while that was a little bit disappointing, it wasn't nearly as disappointing as the orders I was about to get. $4.50 to go 4.9 miles, $4 to go 5.5 miles, and then an order that wasn't so bad from Barbecuity, which I took. However, unfortunately, the country fried chicken takes an eternity to make, so I was left sitting there for almost 15 minutes being told that the food was almost ready, and it slowed me down a ton. But once I finally did drop that order off, I got one from Papa John's. Had to park an eternity away. You should see Papa John's come into the camera frame. There it is. Okay. And once I finally finished that trek and delivered the food, I was running through the halls to save as much time as possible so I could give you guys another update on the day. All right, so here's where we're at right now. We are just over the 4-hour mark. It's been about 4 hours and 15 minutes, and we are just over $80. So we're averaging almost right at $20 an hour. We've kind of teetered on that line for a long time now, but we are getting into the dinner rush. So I think that with that, it's gonna help us to boost our rate a little bit more. Hopefully, I'm thinking we can probably still hit our goal of $172+. I think it's gonna happen, but we're gonna have to see. It is gonna get pretty busy here, and it is also starting to get dark. So I probably won't be filming too much from here on out, but something something crazy happens, I'll let you know. And other than that, I'll catch back up with you guys at the end to let you know how much I made. We went on an interesting little stretch here. Papa John's, $6 for less than 3 miles, fantastic. McDonald's, complete with the Christmas tree, $5.75 for 1.3 miles. That order was amazing. On top of that, I came to find out that once again we were in peak pay, making an extra $1.50 an order, so that was fantastic. However, I got stuck sitting in the parking lot for quite some time without an order, and like I said earlier, when you have peak pay on, you don't want to be sitting there. But after that, I got a couple of firsts. The app offered me a Walgreens order to pick up 7 items for $8. It was only 1.6 miles, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I hate shopping, and I'm pretty sure this would have taken me forever, so I declined it. And then right after that, I got an alcohol order, $6.50 for 1 mile of travel. Contemplated having a little bit of a party and decided to make my money instead. After that, we were on our way back to, you can guess where, Chick-fil-A for another fantastic order, paired up with an amazing parking spot as well. And on the delivery, we got to see some pretty beautiful Christmas lights. I figured I'd share these with you. Again, it's 2 weeks after Christmas, but heck, if you put that much work to put them up, why would you be in any rush to take them down? That Chick-fil-A trip actually had a pretty hefty customer tip on it. Once again, that's a huge morale boost to us. And then I picked up a Zaxby's order, which looked pretty good up front and ended up being even better because it also had a massive customer tip. We love those. That kept us rolling well into the night. So I took a Papa John's order that looked like a winner as well. But when I got there, I walked into the restaurant and there was a single employee who told me that it would take over an hour and a half before my pizza even went into the oven. So I quickly dropped that order, accepted a new one from a Thai restaurant that just so happened to be, like, no joke, 100 feet from the Papa John. So I thought that was a real stroke of luck there. But when I got to the restaurant, it took them forever, and I mean forever, before I actually got the food. So even while once again getting a higher than anticipated customer tip, that trip really wasn't worth my time. However, I tried to turn things around. I got a Mexican restaurant order that, yes, once again had a bonus customer tip. It felt like I had gotten like 5 of those in a row. And then I made quick drop-offs at Papa John's and then Chick-fil-A for the final time of the night, which once again had a higher customer tip than anticipated, and finally made my way to the last pickup destination of the night, my old nemesis, Chili's. I didn't actually realize I was picking up from here, but it worked out perfectly because they had the food ready right away, which was an incredible way to end the night in my opinion. I dropped the food off, did a happy dance in the elevator, and waited to see how much money I had made on the day. Alright, what's up guys? It is the next morning, so I was going to record that update late last night, but it was so dark that you wouldn't have been able to see me, and I know that's what you're here for. You're here to see my beautiful face. So I'm recording this morning, and here's the update. So we said that we had to make $172 in one day to break the record, and we made $168. Ultra disappointing. That one hurt when I saw it. So here's what happened. We did 21 deliveries. You can see the breakdown right there of base pay and tip pay. And really what it came down to was I would have made it, but I set my dash to turn off at 9 p.m. I didn't actually realize what time it was when I was delivering that last bit of food. So it was like 9:03, 9:04 when I actually delivered it. And I went to do one more delivery and I had been shut out of my DoorDash. And not only that, but the area I was in was no longer busy. So it wasn't like I could turn it back on to Dash for another half hour. I could not make any more money. So my DoorDashing was done at $168 and we came up with just short of the record. So I will be doing this video again to make sure that I do break the record. I know you guys want to see it, so I'm going to make it happen. $172 is well within reach. Over the course of the day, we did average right around $20 an hour. When you factor out the price of gas and car maintenance, we probably made more like $15 or $16 an hour total, but I think it was overall a really great day. And again, if I had gone for just a little bit longer, I definitely would have broken the record. So maybe next time we start a little bit earlier. Maybe next time I'm not an idiot and I actually set my dash to end at like 10 o'clock instead of 9 o'clock. I don't know what we'll do, but we're definitely going to make it happen. So thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. Please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more DoorDash videos or more side hustle videos in general. I'm posting every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Also, leave a comment to let me know how I'm doing. And if you really like this content, make sure to share that video with a friend as well. Again, I appreciate you guys so much for everything you do. And with that said, we're going to end the video. So have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.